What's up? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing another Starfield build guide. This time it's a AH-64 Apache attack chopper style starship. We're gonna break this bad boy down, build it from the ground up, and present you with an easy to follow, step-by-step build tutorial. Give me a couple seconds to break this bad boy down and we'll get started on the build. Before you can start building this ship, you're going to need to pick up some specialty parts. From Teo Astroneering, you're going to need a ship bed 200 landing bay. From New Homestead, you're going to want 4 Slayton Aerospace SAE 5660 engines. And then from Deimos Star Yard, you're going to want a 100 DP slim docker. Once you have those specialty parts, everything else is available at your outpost landing pad with Shipbuilder. So make your way over to your outpost and we could begin this build by placing down a Teo Shipbed 200 landing bay. And make sure that your doors are open to the aft of your ship. In front of your landing bay, drop in a Deimos 2x1. I'm going to be using an armory. And then in front of that is going to be a Deimos companionway 1x1. And below that will be our Deimos 100 DP slim docker. So that's going to connect on the bottom. Just flip it from the top to the bottom and attach it. After that, you can bring in a Nova Cowling 2L and attach that to the front, but you're going to want to flip that upside down. And then duplicate it and flip it. And then at this point, you can move the bottom one off briefly. And now you can bring in a Teo Cowling and flip it to the 4 bottom variant and just attach that down here on the bottom. After that, move your bottom cowling back into place. It's going to be red, so just flip it twice and cancel. And then this one you can delete for now. You won't need that just yet. All right, the next part we're going to bring in is a control station 2x1. This is a Teo mid, and it's going to be on top of the landing bay. And then next to that, bring in another Teo control station 2x1. Now I'm using 2 control stations because I want my ship to carry 8 crew minimum. It's going to have 4 for this, 4 for this, and then an additional 2 in my cockpit. So if I don't have 2 control stations, I'm going to max out at 6 crew. All my builds have 8 crew because I do not like to have to reassign crew. After you got your 2 2x1s in place, you could bring in an Armstrong cockpit and attach that. Any variant of this cockpit's fine. I just use the one with the lightest mass. And then once your cockpit's in place, now go ahead and duplicate and flip your Nova Cowling and snap that into place. Next, you're going to bring in a Pinpoint 3G landing gear 4. Attach that to the bottom front. Duplicate, change the variant, and attach that just behind the 4 one, and then duplicate that, move it over and attach it, and then duplicate it one more time, change it to the rear variant, the aft variant, and attach that here. Next, go ahead and just duplicate those parts, snap them down on the other side, and then you're basically just going to flip these and snap them into place. So select, flip, attach to the front, select it, flip it, attach it, select it, flip it, attach it, and select it, flip it, and attach that one. Okay, so the bottom is done. Now you're going to bring in a Nova wing Oops, let me move this gun off briefly. Bring yourself in a Nova wing. It's going to attach right here, but it's going to be red, so just flip it twice. Cancel, and then duplicate that. Bring it to the other side. Select it, flip it, snap it into place, flip it twice, and cancel. Next is going to be these engines, and they don't flip. They're going to go right here. So what you're going to want to do is just move off this landing gear. Rather, both of these landing gears real quick, briefly. And now you should be able to snap your engine in place. So just do that on the other side. Select these two, move them off, duplicate your engine, and bring it to the other side. And then you can just select these, snap them into place. They're going to be red. Just flip them twice and cancel. Select this one, snap it, flip it twice, cancel. Same over here, flip twice, cancel. And lastly here, flip twice, cancel. Okay, go ahead and duplicate your wings on both sides and attach them to the engines. And then bring out a tail side cap B port. You're going to attach one right here. Flip it twice and cancel. And then this one won't attach. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring in a Deimos hole. So bring a Deimos hole in and attach this to both sides. So duplicate, flip, bring one to the other side. And now we're going to do a drop-down glitch. So duplicate the Deimos hole, bring it over here, and bring out another one. Select the bottom Deimos hole and both of your side caps and duplicate them. They'll drop down. Accept it. Delete these ones on the top. And delete the bottom Deimos hole. We'll keep these two out because we're going to probably be doing more drop-downs here in a minute. Matter of fact, we're going to be doing some right now. So I'm going to just move these over here to the back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out a Nova Cowling 2L, and I'm going to change the variant to a mid and flip that upside down, and that's going to attach right here to the back of my 2x1. And then I'm going to duplicate that and change the variant to the aft and attach that behind it. And now I want to drop my reactor and my grav drive down into this control station. So what we're going to do is duplicate our Deimos holes and attach them right next to the engine, and then duplicate one of these up. So we have three of them, and then we're going to bring in our reactor. Place that on top of the control station, select it, select this bottom Deimos hole and duplicate once. It's going to go up, that's fine. Select the bottom one and the bottom Deimos hole, and now duplicate again. And now we got the drop down. So you can delete these two and delete this bottom Deimos hole. And then you're going to want to grab your grav drive at this point and drop that down into the reactor. So place it right here, duplicate once, it goes down, and then select the bottom one and the bottom grav drive, duplicate again, and now delete these top two grav drives and these bottom two Deimos holes. Move this Deimos hole onto here and duplicate it down and delete the top one and delete this bottom Deimos hole. Now you should be looking at that. Now go ahead and bring in another Deimos 2x1. I'm going to use an armory. And then bring in a Deimos cowling. And place that right in front of your 2x1. I'm just moving these a little closer. Okay, so at this point, let's go ahead and connect another engine right above here. So what you can do is just duplicate this up and duplicate this up. And then bring out Nova braking engine. Have this one attached right here. And then just duplicate it and flip it and bring one to the other side. And then bring out a M30 Ulysses HE3 fuel tank. Connect that to your engine, duplicate that, flip it, and attach one to the other side. And then bring out, while you're in your fuel section, grab an M40 Ulysses tank and attach that on your grav drive. It's going to be red because of the engine, so flip it twice and cancel. And then duplicate that, flip it, bring it over here, and then attach that, flip it twice, and cancel. Next, go ahead and bring a Stroud engine bracer B, and just place that right here. And then go ahead and just duplicate one of those and just bring it to the back for now. And now what you want to do is just duplicate and flip this Nova cowling and accept to get that look. And now what we're going to do is bring in a Nova bracer. Place that Nova bracer right there. And then duplicate your Nova cowling 2L, put it on top of the bracer, and drop down, duplicate it into the Nova bracer. So delete this extra, delete this top part. You should look like this right now. And then what we're gonna do is, in order to kind of like hide these wires, is we're gonna drop a Stroud engine bracer also on top of this. And it's just gonna give it some more texture versus just having those wires exposed. So what you wanna do is duplicate a Deimos hole and attach it to the side here, and then duplicate it up. And then bring out a Stroud engine bracer A, attach it to the Deimos hole, and then we're gonna select that and this bottom Deimos hole over here and duplicate down. Okay, delete this extra one, delete these two Deimos holes, and delete this top bracer. And now you got this look, so you can see how it makes it look a little bit better than having just those wires exposed. Okay, and then you can just duplicate your wings, attach it, duplicate, flip, attach. And then now you're gonna do these Deimos wings. They should snap into place right here. So just flip twice and cancel. And then duplicate and flip that, place it over here, snap it into place. Make sure it's on the top there. If you're having trouble getting it to attach to the top, just flip it twice right here and cancel. And then if you duplicate it, you could duplicate it up. So select this top Deimos hole and this, and then duplicate up. And now you can delete the bottom one. And you got what you want. If you select all, everything should be attached. Okay, cancel. All right, now we need to get this little elevator action going. So what we're gonna do is bring in a HopeTech pipes and a Shroud engineering bracer. You're gonna put your engineering bracer on the bottom of this, and then if you duplicate that, it'll go down, and if you duplicate it again, it's not gonna move. So we want one of these inside here, so we're gonna select this and this top Deimos hole to get an upwards duplication. And now we have this. Okay? So now what we want to do is select this and this and move them right here. And now you can delete these. And this is going to give us a mounting point for our Deimos tail. Without that riser, you have no mount. Nothing to connect this to because it's not going to really attach over here. Well, actually it will with this, but it just fills this gap. Makes it look nice. Okay, so now we want to bring this over, but we're also going to want pipes. We're going to want these pipes in here. So instead of just putting that in place, what we're going to do is bring a Deimos hole. And we're just going to put that right there. Okay. Then bring in your Deimos spine C, flip it to the aft variant, and attach that right there. And then we're going to do a drop-down duplication. So select your spine, select the bottom Deimos hole, duplicate down. Okay, I can delete this and this spine. And then bring out another HopeTech pipes. Make sure these are in the 4 variant. And now you can attach that on top of the Deimos hole. And now you're going to duplicate that down. Okay, now you can delete this Deimos hole, delete these top pipes, and delete this Deimos hole. And now you have that look right there. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Okay, so now go ahead and duplicate and flip this spine and attach it right here. And then you're going to bring out a Deimos spine B and place that here, and a Deimos spine A and place that one right there. And now you can duplicate your engine bracer and place it right here. And then duplicate your spine B and put it on top. And then duplicate that down. Okay, delete your extras. And now you have this look here. Now you're going to bring in a Nova bracer and place that right on top of the engine bracer. And you're going to grab a shroud engine bracer A, and we want this inside here. So duplicate a Deimos hole over to the side. See if I can give you a better look here. And then duplicate this up. Attach your bracer to that. Now you can delete these 2 Deimos holes, and we're going to duplicate this down. And now delete the extras. And now we have that. Now you can bring in your shield and attach that to the top. We're using the Assurance SG-1800. And then finally, you can duplicate the shroud engine bracer A 4 times. And then select all 4 of those and duplicate them and bring those to the other side. And that's basically the build. So you're pretty much done. Now it's up to you on whatever weapons you want to use on this build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these Sukisasu 50K missile launchers. I'm going to bring one and attach it over here, and then I'm going to bring one and attach it over here. And now this is these have a max power of 4, and so I could have 3 of them. So I'm going to duplicate one more and just set it over here for future use. That's this one. And then we're going to be using these CE-39 missile launchers. And those are a max power of 3, so you could have 4 of them. So I'm going to attach one here and then duplicate it and bring it to the other side in the back. Okay, and then I'll duplicate that and just place my other 2 over here so I know I got to use those. And then we got MKE-9A auto Gauss guns, which max power 4. So again, I could have 3 of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach one on each side of these wings, duplicate and bring one over here. And so now we're looking at, we got that kind of gunnery look going on. And now what I want to do is I want these 2 on top of this wing. So it's going to be red. So what I'm going to do is move this off and then attach this right here. Then I could bring this back into place and flip it twice and cancel. Okay, so we're going to do the same over on this side. Flip twice, cancel. And now I want to duplicate this before I forget and bring it over here. And then let's select it and flip it and lock that into place. Flip twice, cancel. And I think I already got one right there. I just missed this one earlier. All right, readjust my camera. Okay, so finally, I just have to place one more MKE auto Gauss gun and one more missile launcher. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide those inside this. So I'm going to move that off. I'm going to grab my Deimos holes and bring them over here. And then I'm going to duplicate one and put it in this space and put my equipment plate on top of that. Now I'm going to delete this Deimos hole and duplicate the equipment plate down. And then I'm going to put my final missile launcher on the bottom. I'm going to put my final MKE-9A auto Gauss gun on top, and I'm going to duplicate this down onto the missile launcher. And now I'm done with this gun and this equipment plate. So I could bring this back in, flip it twice, cancel, delete all 3 of these, assign my weapons, give my ship a name, and you should have no errors. All systems should be nominal at this point. So there it is. And you have maximum crew, maximum jump, maximum mobility, 140 speed, 1600 on the shields, and only 200 cargo. Again, I go over cargo in all my builds. You could always put cargo inside your grav drive. Not a big deal. If you want cargo, just add it into your grav drives, guys. That's the best place to hide it on any ship. It doesn't matter what you're building. Let's grab some paint. Let's select this. Let's apply our paint. And then let's just drop this in. So select, put that right there. Let's grab a Deimos hull real quick. Let me grab this one. Duplicate that out. Duplicate that up. So let's do a drop-down duplication. Done. Delete this. Put this back. And there you have it. If you want to clean up the top lines, just duplicate that down again. And then you could delete this top one. And just like that, now we have 1,680 cargo. And again, you could put more in there if you want. But by adding that cargo, what that did is now we need more landing gear. So that's easy too, folks. Bring out your Deimos holes. Right? All you got to do is just grab a couple of your landing gears and duplicate them down. Wait, we don't don't want them to go up. If they want to go up, just try a different one. Because we don't want them to go up. So let's try to get it down on these front two. There, get a duplicate down, and then take the bottom ones and duplicate them up into the top one. Bam. And now we got 2 here, 2 here. So you can delete these ones that are red. And now we only have 1 error, that's unattached modules. So delete these. And just like that, now we got our 1680 cargo, no errors. So, you know, again, cargo is one of the easiest things to add to any of your ships. Always could just duplicate landing gears and then drop them into your grav drives. That's the best way to not have to change the look of your ships. No matter what ship you're building, keep the look by duplicating landing gear and dropping cargo into your grav drives. The best solution, I swear. So there it is, folks. There's like your Apache style starship, helicopter style, chopper style. Get to the chopper. I hope this inspired you for some shipbuildings. I hope it gave you some ideas on how to get things snapped together and built. If you built this and liked the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. There's going to be a playlist on the screen right now that has another 20 videos of mine. Check them out if you'd like more inspiration. We'll catch you on the next one, everybody. Peace out.